Okay, bro, welcome back to the new trading recap video, man. What a crazy day we had. What a crazy Friday, man. So, as you can see today, and as you can also read from the title, I got greedy and I broke my rules because I made two trades instead of one, but both of them were winning trades, and altogether I made around 110 euros, more or less. So, let's go together now through both of those trades and let's see how they were executed and what I did. And yeah, that's basically it. Okay, so I'm gonna first delete the first trade and I'm gonna keep the I'm gonna delete the second trade and I'm gonna keep the first trade as it is. Okay, so basically let's go together through the whole price action. Wait, let's also let's move this away. Let's go together to the price action first. So what do we have? We have bullish daily bias, as you can see here on the indicator, and as you can see also in the daily bias section, we had bullish daily bias. Okay, and what did we do? Based on OHLC theory, I told you that we have to make open, low, high, and then closure. Okay, this is how every candle is formed. And what did we do based on OHLC? We opened, we made a little high, then we made a massive low. So we have to either close, okay, which we are doing right now, or this is considered a low and we go higher and make a high more or less somewhere here and then close. Okay, so we already had two confirmations before the market opened. The third confirmation was this quarterly cycles indicator, which basically tells you that each and every candle is separated into four parts. Okay, OHLC, open, high, low, close. And the same thing is also with the time. So you have power of three: accumulation, manipulation, distribution. For example, accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution lower. Okay, but the four power is actually time. Okay, so you have accumulation, manipulation, distribution, and time. So basically what you can see, gray represents accumulation, red manipulation, and then green distribution. And then the fourth one, which is blue, represents more or less like closure and finish. Okay, and then what you can see here, what do? We accumulated, the red manipulated, so therefore the green one should distribute, sorry. And then this is exactly what happened. Okay, so those were our three confirmations that we will indeed go bullish. Okay, so then what did we do? At 3:30 the stock market opened, New York session started, and not gonna lie, bro, I gambled here. With this first trade, I gambled because I was really convinced that the price will go higher and higher and higher. Okay, so basically once this first candle opened, okay, directly at 9:30, when it opened and it went higher and higher and higher, I basically just blindly bought. Okay, I bought here, I put my stop loss below pre-market session low, and then I was hitting first one risk reward, and then once we hit those lows, those highs here on the top. Okay, you see here, take profit one. Once we hit that, which was more or less one risk reward ratio, once we hit that, I took half of the position. Okay, and I moved my stop loss from pre-market session low to break even. Okay, so that way I locked already a half a risk reward ratio. Okay, and then I targeted exactly two risk reward, which was more or less here. And you can see, bro, that I got teased twice. Okay, it was edging me a lot, but I didn't sell because I wanted to have that mental power that yes, I'm gonna reach it, I'm gonna hold the trade. Okay, and then what happened? So then the second push happened. I still didn't want to sell, even though I am not gonna lie, I was quite tempted to sell. And then look what happened: massive sell off. Okay, massive move down. Because why? We had to sweep something. Okay, remember our rules: liquidity sweep, break of structure, inverse fair value gap, order block, and equilibrium. Okay, So what did we do here? We swapped, okay? And this is where I started to pay attention for the second trade. Actually, I'm gonna reuse all of these here. So then once we swapped pre-market session low, I noticed that we created two fair value gaps. One here, those were bearish fair value gaps, okay? One here and one here, okay? And then what happened? Look, the price swept pre-market session low and then bounced upwards immediately, okay? It inversed both of those fair value gaps, okay? And then once the second candle closed, this one, that inversed the second fair value gap, I put my order literally here at the beginning of inversed fair value gap, okay? I left it as it is, okay? And then I targeted 2 risk reward ratio. Now it was a little bit thicker, honestly. It was more or less somewhere here. I remember because this was exactly 2 risk reward. I remember. No, it was like this. Wait. Yeah, more or less like that, okay? But it was 2 risk reward, okay? I put my order here, and then with this black candle, you see, it went down. It got me filled, okay? And then massive move upwards, okay? So here I didn't even sell. I left my stop loss where it was. And then it went down, and then boom, immediately hit 2 risk reward. And then here I took it out for the full profit, okay? So then you can see what happened. The price went lower and then higher again, and it pushed above pre-market session high, okay? And it would probably be 3.5, yeah, easily, maybe even 4. Nah, 4 risk reward ratio not, but it would be easy 3.5 trade, okay? But yeah, that's basically it, okay? Those were my 2 trades. Here you can see the screenshot of both of those trades, okay? Because I'm gonna insert them into my Discord server over here where we have trade breakdowns. So yeah, at this point I invite you also to join the Discord server. It's completely free. We have many interesting content, okay? A lot of interesting content. We have daily analysis, basically daily bias, okay, for indexes and crypto. Here are my trades. Here, this is something new. Here you can post your own trades, okay, so that people can learn. We have public chat, voice chat, okay. We will tomorrow have one once like trading meeting, okay, so feel free to join that. And we also have self-improvement content. Why? Because our mission, especially my mission, is to become better trader and stronger man. So basically getting rich with trading and becoming stronger man with self-improvement, okay? So if you identify with our movement, that sounds like we are fucking gays, you know? Nah, but if you like our movement, then feel free to join. I don't know why this thumbnail looks so shit, okay? Because I have no idea, but I re-uploaded it twice. It looks still shit. So yeah, feel free to join, bro. Do the hard work. Those were the trades. Do the hard work, bro, and see you on top of the world.